Hello, I'm Bob Bradshaw from Nelson Rigg, and today I want to introduce you to the Route 1 Getaway. This bag's made out of our UltraMax material, which means it's going to have extreme abrasion resistance and maximum UV resistance as well. It's not going to fade, it's not going to turn colors, it's going to look beautiful for the duration of your ownership. Now this bag's going to hold just about 30 liters of gear. We've got 20 liters down here in the main compartment, another 8 liters here on top, and once the bag's expanded, you're going to gain an additional 4 liters of storage. The top compartment of this Getaway measures 13 inches by 8.5 inches by 4.5 inches and holds 8 liters of gear. The main compartment measures 13 inches by 8.5 inches by 11.5 inches and expands an additional 3 inches to give you an additional 4 liters of storage, making this main compartment hold 24 liters of gear. We've got 3 different access points to this bag. We have the top access point here that's going to give you access to that 8 liters of storage that we just talked about. We then have a center access point right here in the center of the bag that's going to give you top-down access to this main compartment. We then have the front garage door, which I really like. That's going to open up and allow you to access this bag from the bottom. It's going to allow you to get to anything that you have down here at the bottom, unlike a traditional top-loading bag where you have to dig down from the top. That's not fun at all. Now when we open this garage door, you're going to notice a nice mesh pocket here on the front of the panel. This is great for smaller things that you don't want to be bouncing around. The mesh panel allows you to see straight through to the goodies that you have stored in there. When it comes to additional storage of smaller items like sunglasses, gloves, things of that nature, we have 2 nice pockets here on either side of the bag. A neat safety feature of all of the Route 1 gear from Nelson Rigg is the fact that all of these zippers are lockable. The reverse coil, which keeps dust and dirt out, and then any luggage lock can go down through these zippers to make sure that nobody can open them when you walk away from your motorcycle. Now this bag is pretty universal when it comes to the way it mounts. We've got 4 individual straps, 1 at each corner, and then we have 2 sissy bar or passenger backrest straps here on the back of the bag. That's going to allow you to mount this to any driver backrest, passenger backrest, sissy bar, or to any luggage rack. This can also sit directly on the back seat of your motorcycle if you're using a Nelson Rigg USA. A key feature of the Getaway is the fact that it's going to hold its shape when empty. Right now, sitting here on the table, it is empty, and it looks beautiful. It's a rigid construction, and it's going to maintain its shape while you're out there riding down the road. Now, along the lines of this bag holding its shape even when empty, the base of this bag is made of an extremely rigid material. So if your sissy bar rack is relatively small, this bag will sit perfectly on that rack and not have any sagging or flopping over the end of your luggage rack. When off the motorcycle, we have a convenient carry handle right here on the back so you can carry this bag nice and easily. We also have a shoulder strap that you can clip to these 2 D-rings right here. Throw this bag over your shoulder, which will allow you to have your hands to carry other items into your hotel room, into your tent, or wherever the journey takes you. Now when it comes to safety out there on the road, you're going to notice that we have reflective piping. All of this dark gray piping actually shines super bright when overhead lights or headlights hit it. It's a great safety feature that I really like that's built into our Nelson Rigg bags. Now for instances where you might run into inclement weather, this UltraMax material is extremely water resistant, but we do include with it a 100% waterproof rain cover. That rain cover simply slips on over the bag. Now this rain cover can be stored inside the bag, but one of my preferred places to put it is the external pocket here on the outside. That way when it starts to rain, I don't have to open my bag in order to get contents wet while I'm trying to protect them with the rain cover that's going over the top. Now let's bring our Harley-Davidson in. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to mount this bag onto your motorcycle. Now installation of this Getaway could not be simpler. We've got 2 straps here on the back that go around the sissy bar, and then we have 4 straps, 1 at each corner that come down to a hard part on the motorcycle. You can install this on a rear passenger seat if we did not have a luggage rack, but for this particular application, we're going to go ahead and swing it around, set it on the luggage rack, and get this installation started. First thing we're going to do is loosen our backrest mounting straps and slide them over the backrest. I like to run one right down here along the bottom, kind of rests against the bottom of the backrest pad, and then one right up here on the top. Now we're going to go to each of our 4 straps at each of the 4 corners. We're going to release them. We're going to run them each down around a hard part of the motorcycle. We're then going to come up, attach our quick release buckle, pulling down, and we're going to repeat at all four corners. We're going to go ahead and pull those tight and wrap up our excess and tuck it into our elastic strap keeper. With all of our straps tucked away, we now have a nice secure mount here on the back of our motorcycle. Now, if we happen to run into inclement weather, we can simply grab out our rain cover and toss it over our bag. Now, when installing the rain cover, you want to make sure that the logo faces backwards. That's going to allow cars' headlights to reflect off of our reflective logo. We're now going to disconnect each of these quick release buckles one at a time, feeding the female buckle up through the gusset that we have here before reconnecting the quick release buckle. With our quick release buckle attached and the cover pulled down to the base, we're then going to use our hook and loop, smooth it over the top to close our gusset. Now, the last step of the process is going to be to grab the barrel clasp here at the back, pull tight, securing it down around the bottom of the bag, making sure your contents stay dry as you're traveling down the road. When it comes to the installation of the Getaway, we can install this on a rear passenger seat without a backrest or luggage rack if you use our USA or our underseat attachment. What you're going to do is you're going to set this USA on the seat of your motorcycle. You're going to take a look at how much width you want each of these various straps to have, make your adjustments, and then you're going to remove the seat from your motorcycle and place the USA underneath. Now, the wider your rear platform, the more stability you're going to have with the USA attached, but in proper installation, you're going to want these D-rings just to the outside of the actual seat pan itself. We're now going to bring the Getaway up into place. Now, you've got two different directions you can mount it. You can mount it this direction, so the opening faces the rider, or you can turn it this direction and have the opening facing the rear of the bike. There really isn't a right or a wrong way to do it, so do it however you like. We're now going to bring each of these straps down and we're going to pass them through each of the four D-rings at each of the four corners. Once you have all four of your straps passed through the D-rings and connected, straps pulled down nice and tight, we're going to go ahead and take the remainder of our strap, roll it back on itself, and tuck it into the elastic strap keeper. Once your straps have been secured, your Getaway is now ready for wherever the journey takes you. Now, while watching this video, you might have thought that the Getaway looks suspiciously like one of our other bags, the Destination, and you would be correct. Now, while the form and the function of the Getaway and the Destination are virtually identical, they are going to have different uses. For example, if you have a really small luggage rack on your motorcycle, the Destination might be a little bit too big for that application. The Getaway is going to fit perfectly. Now, while they look identical on the outside, there are a couple features and benefits that are a little bit different, the Getaway to the Destination. The first of those is going to be that we have two external pockets on the Getaway. We've got the two side pockets here, but we have one extra front pocket on the Destination that the Getaway doesn't have. When it comes to expansion, they both have 3 inches of expansion. Now, the difference is the actual size of the bag. The Getaway measures 13 by 8.5 inches for the base, while the Destination's going to measure 15 inches by 12 inches. That sheer base plate size spread throughout the rest of the bag is really where we get the differences. Now, there is one other main feature difference between these two bags, and that's going to be the top compartment here on the Destination actually has a shelf that can be opened up and rolled down, so you can utilize the entire height of the bag. And that there is the detailed breakdown of the Getaway, the newest piece in the Route 1 luggage collection. If you have any questions about this bag or any of the other pieces in the Route 1 collection, please leave a comment down below. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. I'm Kyle. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, take care and ride safe out there.